track changed so much after that rainstorm we talked about that it was not fair to drivers that went out early to have a wet racetrack, those that went out later to have a drier one. So per the rule book, qualifying was abandoned, and every legend car lineup tonight has been set by points, which effectively means, for the most part, they're going to start as they finished last night.
12 laps the distance, top 4 transfer, green lights are on. Seth Demas on the high side, Allison Johnson down on the inside. Demas gets the advantage. Here's Dylan Faulkner working the top side of the speedway. Allie Johnson down there, a 4-car breakaway at the front of the field as they make their way into turn number 3.
Oh boy, watch this. Oh, smart move. Allison Johnson found herself in the middle of the sandwich. She backed off wisely, back to 4th spot, but she has a race car that's still intact as it was a couple of laps ago. She'll fall back to the 4th and final transfer spot. The good news is she's got a little bit of space now, back to 5th place, Ian Hampton, and everybody else as they duke it out from about 6th on back.
Yes, indeed, making their way around the speedway right now as they work into turn number 3 at the front of the field. It's Seth Demas setting the pace. Demas in that 54. Allie Johnson runs in the 2nd spot. Dylan Faulkner runs in 3rd. 4th spot is Allison Johnson. Those front 4 cars, yellow flag is out. We got one the wrong way around down here. The number 8 machine of Landon Wilfong. Wilfong the wrong way around. The racer out of Charlotte, North Carolina, puts us under a pro fabrication caution for the first time here tonight. Ah, what fun we have here at the Speedway. The BP Racing Fuel semi-pro ranks getting ready to go back at it here. We've got 3 laps completed of this 12-lap B main event. Seth Demas gasses it up. Allison Johnson. We got Allie and Allison Johnson.
No
and
relation.
They've ran side by side all night last night and all night tonight. They're just cursing us here in the booth. That's Allie in the pink and black number 75 up to the 2nd spots.
She has got one of the toughest ones on her back bumper. That is Dylan Faulkner. He did not have a good night last night, did Faulkner? Oh, watch out. He's not having a good B feature either.
Whoa.
That could have been even more ugly than it was. 3 cars, not in a good shape off turn number 2.
That's Levi Knupp out there. That's Allie Johnson and Dylan Faulkner. And yellow flag is out as we're back under caution. The pro fabrication caution. Good job here as we get the Levi Knupp car pulled away. There on the big screen you see the replay. It's right to the left. And they got together and, well, I'll tell you what, Dylan Faulkner just about got turned over. Just about got turned over there.
Here's another look at it from the turn 3 camera. Watch this. Watch the air this car gets right here. And here comes Knupp. Wham.
Yes, indeed. So it is Seth Demas and Nate Morris now up along the outside. Nate Morris going to start on the outside of Demas in that front row. Allison Johnson. And how about the number 8 machine of Landon Wilfong? He was around earlier. Now he's up in a transfer spot. Allison Johnson on the hot seat as she runs in position number 4.
Good news for Allison, she's on the bottom. That's generally the preferred way around. When you're on the quarter mile here, she gets a little bit of daylight between herself and everyone else. That's good news. The bad news, there's still 7 laps remaining in this B main. Meanwhile, up front, here goes Nate Morris for the race lead. Looking into the inside, and Nate Morris will set Demas side by side off turn number 4. Can the 25 of Morris steal it away as they work through 1 and 2?
Yeah, Morris down on the low side, Demas on the high side as they make their way. Boy, Demas, tougher than nails on the high side of the racetrack. Demas runs there as they battle down, this time completing lap number 7. So we're in the second half of this one. Kind of a little bit of a 5-car breakaway, 4 spots. Ian Hampton getting on the back bumper of Allison Johnson. Demas now slides up the racetrack. Morris is there. Wilfong now on the low side. Allison Johnson looking for racing room. Hampton gives her a shot. Here's Jet Johnson down on the low side. My gosh. A battle royale for position number 4 right now.
And that's the only spot that matters. If you're in the top 4, you continue on to race tonight. If you are 5th or worse, where Jet Johnson and everyone behind him is, it's not where you want to be. starting to hustle.